Hello, welcome back to my channel, Optimal Training Group. Alright, in this video, I just want to show you all how to create views. As you all know, I'm studying for my PO200, and I am in the portion where I am learning about Dataverse, and there's a lot. I've been on this topic for about a couple weeks now, just kind of learning. Before I get started, let me show you where I'm studying from, where I'm getting my resources. So, I am on Microsoft.Learn site, Power Platform Functional Consultant Associate. And if you scroll down, this is what I've been kind of going through this course. I've also been watching videos on YouTube. Like one of the videos I've been watching is Lisa Crosby. She has this model-driven Power Apps full course. But she starts out with Dataverse and all that. So I have been kind of going through this and her video and lots of other videos, because Dataverse, as I mentioned, is totally new to me. It's different from SharePoint for sure, and from when I used to be a SQL Server developer, database developer. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So when I initially, I have this, I'm in the model-driven studio, right? I initially thought, because this is a view here, right? I thought if I come here and I click and manage and share views, it'll come up, but nothing is happening. I don't know why that is. So what I did was, if you go back, start off from Dataverse first, and it looks like this is probably the best way to do things, is whatever you need to create in regards to views, just start here. This is an option, start here. And you create your forms here, your views, your chart. You start here, click on views. That's one way. Or just when you go to the settings where you configure travel requests, you can kind of click on, under the data experiences, click on views. Now, these views I didn't really create. Let me widen this up a little bit. Oh, see, shorten it. So, as you can see, some of these are default views. It says I created this one. I don't even remember creating this view. But what I want to do is I want to create a view in regards to the stage, in what stage the approval is in. So, for example, let me go to my column, and let me go to the current stage. So if I click current stage, and if I scroll down, you see I am synced to the stage value, and in that stage value these are the options: amended, approved, awaiting department head, director, awaiting finance, awaiting supervisor, draft, and rejected. So what I want to create these views here, right? So the way to do that, let me cancel, is I am going to come here to views, and I'm going to click on view. And so what we do is we're going to create our view and then bring that view in to our model-driven app. So I'm going to type in here, awaiting director. Okay? I don't want that. I'm going to uncheck that for now. I'm going to click create. And then it takes me here, and it looks like it took me into the model-driven app. So this is all weird to me. I'm still trying to learn. But anyway, I click that, and then I can add what columns I want. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to say, you know what, I want to add, let's say, created by, let's say I want to add, cost. Let's say I want to add, what else? Is this amended, or let's say, is it a draft? Let's say status. Stuff like that. So once I do that, now what I'm going to do is right here on the right hand side, I can come down here to edit filters, click on edit filters. It says add, and I'm just going to add a row, and I'm going to say current stage, and it has the options already populated, so that way there's no fat finger type in here where I make a mistake. So awaiting director, right? So that's what it equals. Now you can delete it, group and all that, but that's a more advanced talk we'll talk about later. So if I wanted to add another filter, you know, I can add another filter, you know, this and this, you know, kind of like SharePoint sort of. So I'm gonna click OK, and there's my view, and I'm gonna save and publish. I should have did save as. So let that finish spinning out. Okay, it stopped. So let me see what happens if I do this. Save as. Okay, wait in directory already. It's already saved as that. So, all right. So now what I'm going to do is, because this is in the tables column, so I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to go to my app. Remember, I start out with a Canvas app, but I want my model-driven app. So come here, edit, and then boom. All right, so now that I am in my model-driven app, one thing that I learned is, because before I was coming in here, creating a Dataverse table and then choosing the view, but I don't need to do that because when I did this, I noticed that it was the exact same as this. So what I need to do is come here. This is where your views, or it looks like I had two already. It looks like I already created one already. So I just come here, and there's my director. When I start to populate it with data, then you'll see. So let me go back. Now, one thing is, what if you wanted to make it the default? Because right now, this is default. What if I wanted to make this the default, right? You can't do it in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back out. I'm going to come to my table, travel request. Let's go to the views. Let me, see, I didn't see this. Let me delete one of these. I don't need both of them. So if I wanted to make it a default, I just have to come here, set as the default view, and let that spin and do its thing. And then when I come back, edit, now it's a default. As you can see, default. So that's what I've been learning this week. I mean, there's a ton more stuff that I've learned, but I just wanted to share this with you because this kind of caught me off guard in how to create a view, making it default and all that. So, yeah. If you guys want to follow along, I'm going to be finishing up here, visualize, import. I'm probably going to do this later on today. I might even share some more stuff later on today. So I'm just going to come through this, you know, all this stuff here. I'm definitely interested in this. Use Power Query to load data in Dataverse. Use Microsoft Word and Excel templates with Dataverse. Export data from Dataverse and use Excel. Use Azure external to do all that. So that's kind of where I am at. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like the video and follow me on this journey. Thanks. Bye.